The first sound wasn't a whisper. It was the creak of the floorboards. I remember lying there in the dark, the low hum of the heater filling the quiet. Then bare feet, slow, deliberate, crossing the hardwood. At first, I thought it was a dream, until my daughter's breath brushed my ear. "Dad," she murmured, "don't fall asleep. Someone's here." I turned toward her, confused. "What do you mean?" She said nothing, just placed a small finger gently on her lips. Then I heard it again, footsteps down the hallway. Slow, careful, getting closer. But I'm jumping ahead. She told me the trip was for work. 2 nights at a corporate retreat. I believed her. How could I not? Love has a way of blinding you to the signs. You make excuses. She's tired, distracted. She wouldn't lie. I stayed home with Lily, our 6-year-old, her eyes too wide for her small face, always watching, always listening. The morning after her mother left, Lily made me pancakes, saying it was her turn to take care of me. I smiled, pretending not to notice the growing distance between us, the long looks across the dinner table, locked phones, the quiet excuses. Still, I wasn't prepared for the truth. It started with a laugh, not hers, but his. A voice I didn't recognize, quiet, confident, coming through the baby monitor left on by mistake in Lily's room. I was in the kitchen, and though Lily was supposed to be asleep, I heard voices, footsteps, then silence. When I reached her room, she was sitting up, blankets pulled tight to her chin, eyes wide. Was someone in here? I asked. She shook her head too quickly, but her eyes flicked toward the closet. That was the first sign. The second was the black hoodie found in the laundry hamper. I didn't own one. The scent of cheap cologne, not mine, lingered on it. I didn't confront her when she returned. I simply smiled and nodded through her story about late meetings and team-building exercises. That night, as she slept beside me, I checked her phone. The texts weren't saved under a name, only initials. "Can't wait till he's gone." One read, "Miss your skin. Same time Thursday." There was not just betrayal, but contempt. I didn't yell. I didn't break down. I waited. I watched. Tyler, early 30s, ex-military. The kind of man who believes he's smarter than everyone else and dangerous in all the wrong ways. He thought I was just a dad, a soft target. But I wasn't always a graphic designer. Before sitting behind a desk, I wore a badge. I worked narcotics. I knew how to follow shadows. So I set my trap. I told her I was leaving on a business trip, left my car at the airport, and took a rideshare home. Then I hid out in the neighbor's garage with a thermoscope and a GoPro. At 10:47 p.m., her headlights appeared in the driveway. At 11:02, Tyler slipped in through the back door with a spare key, the same door I'd rigged earlier with a silent magnetic sensor connected to a muted alarm system. My phone buzzed softly. They thought the house was theirs. 3 weeks later, I told her I knew. Calm, steady, I said the word divorce. She barely flinched. I think she was relieved. Probably thought she could play the victim in court. Claim I was unstable, afraid for our daughter. She didn't know about the recordings, the videos, the texts I'd already sent to my lawyer, to her boss, and the school board where she volunteered. But that wasn't what broke her. It was the night I wasn't supposed to be there. The one when Lily whispered, "I thought you'd be gone." But I wasn't. I was on the couch, lights off, phone silenced, doors locked. Lily was asleep upstairs. Until she wasn't. Someone's here. I moved quickly, quietly. Years of training came rushing back, like a second skin. I grabbed the bat from under the coffee table and waited in the shadows of the hallway. He never saw me coming. I didn't hit him hard, just enough to bring him down. I wanted him conscious. He tried to speak. I pressed the bat lightly against his throat. Say my daughter's name again, and this ends. His eyes widened. I leaned closer. I know everything. And now, so does everyone else. He left crawling, broken in more ways than one. The police came the next day. Not for me, for him. It turned out Tyler had a record. Assault, a sealed case involving a minor. My lawyer made sure it didn't stay sealed for long. The judge granted me full custody. My wife didn't fight. She was too busy trying to salvage what was left of her reputation. She cried once in court. I watched, not with anger, but with pity. People like her don't understand the weight of silence, of watching and waiting. But I do. Now Lily sleeps peacefully every night. I check her room, make sure the windows are locked. She doesn't whisper anymore. She doesn't have to. Sometimes I sit in the dark, listening to the quiet, remembering that moment, the whisper, the footsteps, the soft breath of a 6-year-old who saved her father from the last lie he needed to hear. Justice isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It waits. And when it arrives, it whispers.